I'm here today at Lift Cannabis Expo with Paul Mann, CEO of Alchemist Inc. Paul, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Excellent, thank you.
Great.
Paul, why don't we start off today by you telling us a little bit about Alchemist Inc. and what you guys do?
Well, Alchemist is a company, originally was a mining company. We're now moving into the cannabis technology space. We originally started by developing software that was going to allow us to dynamically create license applications. People who are applying for licenses is a very labor-intensive effort. So what we've done is we've automated a level of that process with our partner Greenrush Consulting in the United States, who are fairly well known for doing that. But once we started building this, we realized that we had all of this data that was coming out of this, like who's applying, who's getting licenses, who's providing services, who's providing funding, and that sort of sparked our interest to look at what could we do with all this data. Subsequently, we partnered with companies post-licensing as well, so we provide back-end software, which was seed to sale. It's basically inventory management, cash management, takes care of your banking as well, and a POS. And at the POS point, we're basically now gathering information from the customers and the users of cannabis from the dispensaries and so on and so forth. So we can tell what you're buying, how often have you bought it, and what are you buying it for. So really it's now, for us, it's providing the licensing services, but it's also providing now support services for the industry, whether it comes to the whole software platform for inventory management, for CRM, for your literally inventory, cash, and banking. But we are really now moving towards the space of saying, we're gathering this much information, we could utilize this to help people understand cannabis, cannabinoids. And so we're looking to announce later on down this year another application that we're going to be building, which will allow you to now just identify who is buying what for what purpose. So you're going to get a peer-to-peer review rather than having to go to somebody who either has the experience or doesn't have the experience.
Great. Paul, what about commenting maybe on some milestones, roadmaps for the next upcoming months that investors can look out for?
Yeah, absolutely. By the end of Q1, the beautiful thing is I think that by the end of January we're going to be in revenue. So I took over in September. December is when I took over as CEO, but very pleased to say that within that 4-month space we've gone from a change of business that we're still waiting on to being in revenue. The milestones that we believe is obviously getting ourselves back up and trading, which we're hoping CSC is going to be kind to us and get us up there by February-ish. But Q1, like I said, we're looking to launch into dispensaries and distribution companies in California, in other parts of the United States. One of our partners is now in Missouri right now. So it's the rollout of our POS service. It's the rollout of the Type 9s that will allow us to deliver directly to homes in California. And then we're also currently looking at some licenses where we will be partnering with people who are both cultivating and manufacturing.
Are you able to maybe comment on some of the other members of your team that you've helped to put this project together? Absolutely.
Just recently we announced Brian Clay, who I've worked with in California for a while. Brian comes from the law enforcement industry. He's been head of California Parole Department for multiple years. Very, very, very well known at the Sacramento State Capitol. And he has intrinsic knowledge of what it takes to have the right security plans when you're applying, but also to have the right security systems when you're operating. Whether it's transportation, or whether it's actual physical man security. He has that knowledge and that depth of network, and we believe that that's going to help us move into that space very adequately. Members of the team, we're really now, a couple of people that I can't mention yet because we haven't announced them, but we really are looking at people who have been on the grassroots, who have done the work, and in some cases been in cannabis for 20, 30 years. And that's how mature the market is down there. But I'm finding up here as well, now we're meeting more and more craft companies, and it's those little guys who have been doing it for generations. Those are the kind of people that we're now trying to find, bring them on board as part of our team so they can help with the knowledge and the heavy lifting, as it were.
Got it. Well, it's exciting times for 2019. Paul, why don't we end off by you maybe commenting on your experience as a company that's listed on the Canadian Securities Exchange?
Well, the CSC has been a great entity to work with, very personable. Meet people like yourselves, and the friendships that we've developed with yourself, with Anna, with James and some of the others. I've worked with exchanges down in the States. I've been on the OTC. I've been on the Amex. It's almost a family. You can pick up the phone and call someone, and I think that's really what's made us really comfortable. And of course, you're friendly to this industry, so we get a lot of people coming to us directly in the United States saying, how do we get in touch with the CSE? What do we do? So, the good word is flowing south quite well. So we're very happy, we're very pleased, and I recommend anyone who's going to get listed, this is the place to be.